Hey everybody, been out in the garage almost 2 hours now. Just had some little small things I was gonna try to get done to the car. Thought about crawling underneath it, cleaning right above where the transmission is, and maybe painting that. That was kind of on the list today. I might do it later this week. Did get the motor mounts installed onto the block of the engine, and then I went to try to put the torque converter back in. So everybody was saying, just slide it in, just slide it in. Well, it wouldn't go in, and I got to looking inside it, and then something just didn't look right. So I got to the service manual, and the service manual says, you put it in like this, there's a retaining clip and a washer. Now when we took the torque converter off, it was still attached to the flex plate because the engine wouldn't rotate around. I couldn't rotate the engine to unbolt it from the flex plate. So and the engine builder had to actually took a torch to the crank on the old one to get everything separated out from it. So that's how I had to do that. So let me see if I can find, here it is. So the way the shop manual has it, you put this part on, and then right here there's a little clip that holds it on. Well, this is what the washer now looks like. So the way we had to pry it off, it just kind of conformed to these little spots right in here and pulled it out. So I've got to try to source one of these. There's a really good transmission shop here in town that knows how to work on old transmissions, and he might be able to find us a source for me on that. And I had to call around a bunch of other places. So right now this one little piece has got me held up on putting the engine back in the car, because I'll need to put the transmission. It'll be a whole lot easier to put the transmission on and then put the whole engine and transmission in together than try to wrestle this thing up in the air from underneath the car. So I doubt I could mash this back in shape. It's probably weakened the metal once you bend it around too many times. So not quite a disaster, almost a disaster, but that's kind of a bummer. When I looked down and I saw that, and I saw this just kind of wobbling around in there. So it's got little teeth on it, so I'm trying to figure out where it, I guess it goes on. You put the clip in, and then you run this on the side here, and it stays in these little grooves. So it wouldn't make much sense to be on the other side of the retaining clip. So, and then that kind of keeps it in place, keeps it from spinning around. So gotta find that. So when I unbolted all the bolts around there, it basically just came apart in three pieces, and this is being the fourth piece. So what I might try to do is just kind of gently put everything back in place, so to keep dust out of it or anything like that. At least it has a little notch right here, a pin, so I can put it back together the exact same way it came apart. Got all the bolts for it here. Need to find another bag for the flex plate bolts, and then that'll be it. about all I can do today. You know, you run across something like that, and then that kind of puts a stop to what you want to do. But other than that, maybe I can clean up around here or other places. But did get something else done. Just remembered, I got these brackets installed here on both sides, so that was pretty easy. The piece that goes up here, I think I need to clean and paint the bolts that go to that. So if I can find those bolts and soak them in the cleaner, maybe get that done later this afternoon. Put a quick thing of spray paint on it after cleaning them up. So made a little progress, but a little setback. So what is this? I'm on 4 minutes here, so sorry for the short videos this week, but that's all I got. I'm gonna have to do a lot of research starting Monday, try to figure out if I can find that part, where I can find that part from. So hopefully the source I got here in town, they might have something there. At least I got old catalogs that go back forever and a day. So but they're a great place to go to if you're in High Point, Thomasville, Lexington area. B&G Transmissions on Lexington Avenue, old they're great. So that's that. So yeah, that's what it is. So thanks for watching the short video, and check back with me next week to see if I find something.